friends, welcome back to the Craft Castle. My name is Ashley, and have you ever seen projects like this? And you have tried it yourself and you have become frustrated with making these types of projects? Well, today I have 5 easy hacks for you to make this project quick, easy, and simple. The very first little hack I want to discuss is the quality of the cardstock that you are using. Quality of cardstock matters when it comes to a project like this. Trust me. Nothing is more frustrating than when you start a project on your Cricut and you try and cut it out and it starts to shred underneath your blade. Most of the time, people blame the Cricut for these problems, and it's probably not your Cricut. It's the cardstock that you're using to cut on your Cricut. Now, lucky for you, I own my own cardstock warehouse where all of my cardstock is high quality and can cut small little intricate details like these rolled flower projects. I mean, for example, this right here is all of my plain cardstock and it just cut amazing. I actually have a lot of videos of my cardstock being cut on a Cricut and really small flowers just so I can show you that quality matters when it comes to cardstock. These little things right here was made with my holographic cardstock, not one tear, snag, or hiccup in any of the cardstock. And my glitter cardstock, which is zero shedding, mind you, this thing right here looks absolutely phenomenal. And there's not one snag, tear, or hiccup in the cardstock. And that is because all of my cardstock is high quality. So the very first thing that we are going to focus on when we're doing projects like this is that we need high quality cardstock. For hack number 2 is finding the perfect rolled flower file. Now within Cricut Design Space, if you pay for access, if you searched up rolled flowers, you would get thousands of rolled flower files. The reason why I do not like using those files, because I don't know what my finished flower is going to look like. And I don't want to have to test cut one just to figure out what the final end results are. So my solution to this, and a little hack, is I actually pay for Creative Fabrica, where you have millions of files accessible to you of all different types of files. But if you search up rolled flowers, there are a ton of files that already have finished pictures of what your rolled flowers are going to end up looking like. Now, if you've never signed up for Creative Fabrica, or if you have an extra email, all you need to do is sign up for a free account and you get 10 free downloads. Now, the file that I will link for you in the description of this video, it has like 60 rolled flower files, and you're gonna use one of your downloads. So you get 10 free downloads with a brand new account. You're gonna use one download for that, and you're gonna end up getting 60 plus rolled flower files. That right there is one file that I tell you that you should be using for your 10 free downloads. For hack number 3, you're gonna wanna pick up one of these. Yes, a battery operated drill. I stole this out of my husband's garage because I needed it to make some rolled flower projects. Now, if you don't have one of these, I'm just joking. Don't go and run and pick yourself up one. This is going to be your best friend if you do have one laying around. However, what I would suggest doing is just going to Amazon and getting one of these. Again, linked in the description of this video. This one right here, if you don't have a battery operated drill, is going to be your next best friend. This right here came in like a 4-pack, but there was another option of like a battery operated one. Don't get that. I actually returned it. I was gonna show you this, like, don't get it. I'm not even going to show it to you because it is junk. Don't do it. So you either want to get one of these or one of these for your rolled flower projects. So when it comes to this little tool right here, there is going to be like a gap in between here. All you want to do is take your rolled flower projects. This right here is my tan brown plain cardstock. You want to take the end of your piece of paper, not the one that has a little circle at the end, but this one right here. You're going to slip it into the gap of your metal thing, prong. So it's just like that, it's holding on there. Then all you want to do is roll. Now you don't want to tug on your cardstock because it will rip, because it is just, paper. But you just want to keep on rolling until you get to the very end. Then when you get to the very end, you just slip your thing right off, and this is what the end will look like. And then you'll get something that looks like this, where it's not glued on one side, but this is the finished rolled flower. Isn't this thing so cute? And it took me seconds to roll this thing up. Now I do have to tell you, when it comes to the two methods, I like this one just because the drill can get kind of loud and obnoxious. And this right here may take a little bit longer, but is quiet. Okay, if you have the battery operated drill, what you want to do is find a bobby pin. I took this out of my teenager's bathroom, and all you want to do is open your drill just like that, and you're going to slip this into your drill hole. You just want to keep on going and tighten it up until your bobby pin is stuck in there, right? There it is right here, and it's nice and stuck in there, and it is not moving. Then what you want to do is take some of your cardstock. This right here is my Zero Shedding Lavender Glitter Cardstock. And just like we did with that other thing, we are going to slip our piece of paper inside our bobby pin until it like grabs it. So it's stuck on there. Now, the one thing that you do have to remember here is when you're working with a cardstock that has a white backing, like my glitter cardstock or even my specialty cardstock, the way you roll your flower in a specific direction really matters. So this is technically another hack, but I'm just gonna give you a bonus hack. So if you roll this flower and you're gonna go in one direction, we're gonna go in this direction, right? Where the glitter cardstock is being folded onto itself, okay? If we were to continue going that way, what would end up happening is when you fold your flower over, you're only gonna see the white portion. So you wanna make sure that when you're using glitter cardstock, it doesn't matter if you're using this fancy tool or one like this, you want to go in the direction of where the white is being folded onto each other. So I'm just gonna go nice and slow, and you can see that the white is on the outside and it's folding on top of the glitter. You don't want to go the opposite direction because you're going to hide all your glitter or all your specialty colors. Then you just want to keep going nice and slow. Don't go crazy fast. I mean, if you wanted to, if you could, but chances are you're going to ruin your flower because you went too fast. I just like to go nice and easy. You want to make sure that the end, the very bottom of it, is nice and even throughout, and you just want to keep on going until you get to the very end. Okay, when you get to the very end, it's gonna look something like this, where you're gonna see a whole lot of white, but that's okay. You're just gonna slip this off of your bobby pin, and then this is what your finished rolled flower is going to end up looking like. Now, it's not glued yet, but let's say we glued this together. Then what you would do is you would roll and fan out your flower petals, and look what you see. Whoop! Now, this is not glued, so it's going to look really weird, but do you see how now you're gonna see all purple versus only white? That is real important when you're rolling your flowers, when you're using glitter or specialty paper where there's going to be a white backing. So it's like a fun little bonus hack. Now, if you don't have one of these or the drill and you don't want to go out and buy something, chances are you probably have something like this at your house, or even a Q-tip would work. And all you need to do with something like this is just put it at the very end of your rolled flower file. Remember, we're going to keep the circle part for the last, and you just want to roll your stick with your paper. This is a lot easier than just doing it by your hands. And then you just want to just keep on rolling. I do say that that is going to be like the third best option when it comes to rolling flowers. So hack number 4, which actually technically is hack number 5 because I did give you that little bonus earlier, is going to be using a hot glue gun to glue your rolled flowers together. I also suggest picking up a hot glue gun that has an adjustable temperature on here. Mine is adjusted to where I am not going to burn my fingertips when gluing my rolled flowers together. This is crucial. No more burnt fingertips. Now, when you have your rolled flowers glued together, you're gonna have that little circle thing right there at the very end, right? All you want to do is take your hot glue gun, nicely heated up. You're going to put it on the base of your flower, just like that. Try not to get those hot glue strands. So it's going to be just like that. Then you're going to just push this onto your rolled paper. Now, there were 0 edits there, right? You will also notice that my finger is on the glue, and I am not screaming, ouch, or holy cow, that hurt, or holy cow, that's hot. The reason why is because my temperature on my hot glue gun is set to a lower temp, so I'm not roasting my fingertips and giving myself blisters. Whew, blisters with a hot glue gun suck so bad. Now, when you're done holding it on there, it's gonna be nice and glued on there. Yes, the backs of your flowers are not gonna look that great. That's okay, because generally when you're doing rolled flowers, you're about ready to glue it onto something like this. So you're never gonna see the backs of your rolled flowers, so it's okay to get messy on the back side. But didn't this thing turn out so cute? This is all my cardstock found in my cardstock warehouse. And just to show you one more time, I have my lavender glitter cardstock. I'm gonna take my hot glue, I'm gonna put it down the middle bottom of my rolled flower, just like that, getting rid of all of those little string things. And I'm just gonna take this circle, I'm gonna lay it onto the base of my rolled flower, making sure it's nice and stuck on there. Notice zero screams, zero ouch, zero anything. And I'm just gonna hold on to it until the glue is really glued on there. And then I'm gonna be able to turn it around, let go, and there is my rolled flower looking so stinking cute. You wanna fluff up your flower afterwards, all you need to do is just pull the flower petals out, and there is your finished rolled flower. Now, the cool thing about my glitter cardstock is that it is zero shedding. So things like this are not only gonna cut like butter, but you are going to not have any glitter anywhere all over your craft space. So you're not worried about taking your glitter to the grocery store with you later when you go. Now for the last and final hack, and technically I'm a liar because it's not really a hack, I just wanna put it out there. Rolled flower projects take patience. I put the rolled flower projects in the same category as a vinyl project. When you cut out a piece of vinyl, you have to be mentally prepared to know that that vinyl project is going to take you a little while to do, because the weeding process can take you a little bit of time depending on how intricate the designs are, right? It's kind of the same thing when it comes to rolled flower projects. The larger the rolled flower project is, the longer it's going to take for you to roll all your flowers together. Now, the great thing is like the assembly of something like this only takes you like 2 minutes, but the amount of time it takes you to roll these flowers is what the most time-consuming thing is for this. So what I love to do is cut all of my flowers here in my craft room, and then I like to take all of that and my little tool, sit on the couch, turn on a really good TV show, binge watch it, and just roll, roll, roll. And the cool thing about rolling flowers is you really truly don't even need your eyes to do it. Yes, you are gonna need to see in order to put your piece of paper onto your little tool, but once you have that done, you really don't even need to look. You just need to use your hands and just roll. This is the beauty of having a craft like this. I technically don't even need to have my eyes to do this. Once you're done rolling, just pop it off, glue it, and then your rolled flower is finished. All right, y'all, that is all the hacks that I have for you for a rolled flower project. Now, if you have created a rolled flower project before, did I miss a hack? No gatekeeping, that's not a good look for you. If I did, put those in the comments of this video. And if you have never created a rolled flower project, what hack are you gonna try first? All right, y'all, I sure hope I inspired you to create, and I'll see you later.